Hey rivals, welcome to Bax Attacks. Today the new update for Space Ape went live with Royal Kingdoms, and there's a new campaign called Arbos Secret. And I thought I'd show these at a Stronghold appropriate level. So I'm actually starting off here with a Stronghold 7, and there's a new Nature Ancient who will be helping us, Aurelia. And we'll take a look at the missions. There are going to be 4 of them, and we'll see what can be done at Stronghold 7, 11, and 14. Alright, so on the first mission here, you get to use the spells, and let's take a look at what those are. The first one, Muse, affected troops recover a good amount of health and deal 35% increased damage for 7 seconds. They get hit for 20% damage unless the second spell is on them by that point. Whitethorn. It creates a protective aura where they take 50% less damage and get double healing, a really powerful combination. And Red Cauldron, targeted buildings take 360 damage a second over 6 seconds. I'm thinking that might be a typo, otherwise that's just massive damage. And it also heals troops and dragons for 25% of the damage done. So there'll be a separate event to get this Ancient, and she looks really powerful, so I'm looking forward to that one. We're going to be casting the first 2 spells here to get all the benefit of the damage reduction and the increased damage without taking the penalty by casting Whitethorn on top of the first one. And you can see Red Cauldron in effect melting away those defenses. But it did seem to do more like 400 or so and not 2400 hit points, which would have totally wrecked the whole area. Alright, so that one is quite easily done, even by a low stronghold level. I think you need to be level 6 in order to even do the campaign. And there's the Whitethorn Petal. We'll find out what that is when we talk about alchemy in a little bit. And it shows up in your inventory. Doesn't give much information there what it's used for. Okay, the second base here, the Emerald Gates, also looks to be pretty straightforward. And you can kind of tell by the prize money how appropriate it's for. 37,000 is a good reward for a very low level base. And you can see the towers here are the restoration towers with Amani in there. And those are going to heal the buildings. And that's at low levels versus a high level restoration, that's quite effective. You can see how much hit points is giving back the buildings there. But it really doesn't pose any damage to the troops, so most folks are not finding they want to use that on their own base very much. But we'll go ahead and sweep our dragon across there. Yes, it's Emberclaw. I haven't found any other dragons on this account. And we'll send the troops in from the top. Get the first and second spell going. And then with excess mana, we'll try out the Red Cauldron to put her hurting on the defenses. Alright, a little bit extra Muse and Whitethorn again. Now you can't switch Ancients on this one, so, but really it's hard to do better than Ophelia on this one. She's a very powerful Ancient, and she's easily able to take out that second base. Alright, now on the third one, what I usually do when they have this large a prize, 500,000 gold, is I go in there, waste a stone or two, and extract most of the gold that I can get easily, and then go in and take it again to try to get it for real. Key thing to note is this is really all you have to go in this campaign in order to build the Alchemy Workshop. You just have to defeat the first 2 bases, and it costs 90,000 gold, and then you get to build it. And it takes 4 hours to finish up. So we'll take a look at its completion later on. And if that's all you can do, that's totally fine. As we'll see later, the final prize is really pretty weak for the effort involved, or for the difficulty involved. Alright, so we spent some extra money. This is about a Stronghold level 12 equivalent base. It's got 2-hour launchers. It's got a bunch of watchtowers, all with cripple. Very strong anti-air setup on this one. There's no spell towers. And we'll just try Yalanati. I used a mana potion here because she's not that high level. Again, this is Stronghold 7 versus about a 12 base. And you can kind of guess ahead of time how this is going to go. Now actually, by coming in from that angle, if you're able to take out the anti-air, you can see that there's only a few on either side of the stronghold, so you can actually take it down. And I'm not able to wipe out the whole base. My troops were dead long ago. But with that double damage spell, I was able to get the rest of the gold for that. And the fourth base, with 1 million gold up for grabs. But it's about a stronghold level 16 with a level 5 flare tower, level 55 restoration towers, level 55 insanity tower. Watchtowers are all level 17. There is no way that a little base is going to be able to take this one out. Or if you do, I'd love to see how you do it. And this one has much better anti-air all around the stronghold, so it'd be difficult to knock out just one or two and still get the attack in. Your troops certainly aren't going to last with a low-level base here, so it's still your best shot to try to set up the dragon for success, but that's going to be really difficult. I've only got 4 portals worth of troops, of course, and they're just not that strong. They're going to have a tough time even getting through the walls. I'm not sure any of the ancients are going to do any better. So we'll just stick with Yalanati. We'll just see how it goes. We'll grab a mana potion boost, and you can see the new graphic in this update for that, so that we can get a plague going down earlier on, cut down the damage, as well as do some damage against the base on this side. I'm coming in opposite the Insanity Tower, and coming in on the short side, just 3 buildings on the outside there instead of 5. See if the troops can make any progress on it, and they just get melted completely. So if you take this one down, this last base at an early stronghold level, definitely let me know how you did that in the comments below. Alright, now this is the diamond chest. For a few minutes today, we saw the ability to get an attack and defense chest that was pulled in order to fix some bugs on that. But anyway, I want to show how a Stronghold 11 does in this campaign. That's probably a more appropriate level for trying this out. And this is the third base that we're hitting. I don't want to take a overly powered Ancient because I don't know what you'll have, so I'll just use Emberclaw here. And we'll just go real basic, soldiers and mana hunters with the dragon behind. Again, not a very powerful dragon. They're having a tough time there, but that third spell really gives great protection and some healing. And basically the last few mana hunters are able to get the stronghold. So again, you can knock out the anti-air in this third base and take it down a number of ways. So this one is with a weak ancient, weak troops, and a weak dragon. So you can still do that pretty straightforward even at lower stronghold levels. Alright, let's see if Stronghold 11 can do any better versus fourth base. I took out some of the gold, and I'm going to try and go in and see if I can defeat the base now. And let's see. Emberclaw is going to do it. Not sure what ancients you guys might have at this stronghold level. Let's just go with Sulric. I know you have that one. Combination of soldiers, paladin, a couple of mana hunters. Probably could have used a burst boost here. And might have been better to come in from the top left to not hit the Insanity Tower. And that was a miserable fail. The troops just absolutely got melted down on that. So Stronghold 10-11 is going to be very difficult. Again, if you guys can beat that 4th base with that Stronghold level, let me know. Okay, so we're shifting up to the Backs Attacks account now. Stronghold level 14. Level 7 birds. There will be level 8 very soon. And let's try Taliesin just to see how he goes. I'll just kind of drop the troops down, swoop the dragon across, soften them up, and then let the 3rd spell go. And the troops this time are surviving and doing damage, and that spell is just wiping out the base. So basically, from my friends who were Stronghold level 15 and 16, they pretty much just they walked through this campaign really very easily, no problems on any of the bases. Ones who were 11 and below found it impossible to get past the last one. If you're level Stronghold 13 or 14, then this last base might cause a little bit of a problem, but it should be doable for most players here. Alright, so I went and grabbed some of the money out. Again, I just hate attacking a base with $1 million gold and just doing worse than I thought, getting the Stronghold and leaving 700,000 behind. So that's why I grabbed the gold first. It costs an extra stone or two, but no big deal. Alright, so I'm using Zilla on this one. And all Mana Hunters. They're not level 8 yet, so if yours aren't max, this is a good example. And there's no, just the Restoration Spell Towers aren't doing anything to the troops. There's not a whole lot of Mithril on the base here. That Flare Tower is pretty tough, so is the Insanity, but if you come in from the left side there, should be okay. We'd love to get up to 15 again here if we can. Not many troops left. Oh, but a couple. Let's see if that does it. I think there's no more any here. Oh, it depends. Yeah, we're just out of range. Alright, so coming in from the due west like that is probably how you want to play that. Finish it off with the dragon, regardless of whatever approach you take for your ancient. So that looks pretty solid for Stronghold 12, 13, 14 in order to take out this 4th base. And if you're below 15, you probably do want to go in and grab the gold first, because it won't be a trivial one for you. Alright, so unfortunately you don't get Aurelia as a prize here. That would have been pretty cool. The forest will remember our service. And if we go back to town and look at the quest screen, we'll see what the reward is. Complete the Arbos Secret campaign, and it's 20,000 Nature Primus. And maybe this bug will be fixed soon, but right now if you go to inventory, that 20,000 Nature Primus is not there. And I heard a number of people report this in chat. Basically, if you just exit out of the game and come back in, it will show up in inventory. So just to show you guys that that does indeed work, we'll do just that. And we'll take a look at inventory, scroll down to the bottom. And there we go, Nature Primus 20,000. A nice large one anyway. So there you go, that's a walkthrough of the Arbos Secret campaign. Let me know how you do it with your troops. And thanks for watching.